Welcome, it's the hilarious Action 1 Hour for Speed Racer on Press Street Sports. I'm glad it's a weekend, a Matters weekend, of course. It's holy weekend, and of course I've had one of the guests on set today before the super action at Bomber Ground is an ex-seminarian. I leave you guessing. My name's Frank Hayes. Let's get to unfold with more action coming on set. Join me to on set, of course, none other than a two-wheel chaser, a dream chaser in the two-wheel drive. That's none other than the man himself, Sadat Negomba. Welcome. Sadat, tell us a little bit of the background. How did you get to begin rally and when, and how old are you? Was it your long-time dream that you're executing, or it's just an excitement?
It isn't an excitement. I simply have to say one word or two. In our family, I come from the Igulu clan of Usoga.
Busoga, Igulu clan.
Yeah.
Baba Kova.
Igulu clan is the clan. Let me use Usoga because I'm going to talk about a very common name in motorsport. Mubesa Igulu mwali mu movies bamwetanga Munyegera.
Oh.
Munyegera was a close friend to my father. And my father was also a driver with a dream. He will also become a rally driver. Unfortunately enough, he did not have resources to push him to that level. But being a family event, I will call it a family because we share the same clan with that ex-driver. Whenever he could watch a rally, whenever he could watch a rally, he could come back home. And the latest story says, Baba we mecha bakoze, Baba we meti mwangu. I do kuvuga motoka ya buka na amadi. When I could hear this, it was a very great excitement which I cannot imagine. So I kept up with that dream. That I would also once become what? A rally driver. And I challenged most of my people because they used to ask me, how would you be a rally driver? First, I'm going to discuss this for the first time. I'm among the disabled people because I'm lame. With I'm disabled. This left arm here, which handles the gear lever, is lame. But the way I move around with it, I can't even imagine. Very many people ask me, even my dad asked me one time, what happened exactly in that car? And I told him, just wait, you will see your son or not on the board. When you're a disabled person, you do things normally because one of the things you are not supposed to undermine yourself. Believe yourself, you will do everything normally like another normal human being. In this, I just have to give you just a small background. When the dream came true, I was a fan for quite long because I liked the sport and I loved the sport. So when the dream became true, one driver, so exciting, it was called Sacha Katonda.
In a very simple car.
So in that total 11, in that total 11 one time, I was once moving with him in my own personal car, a street car. He got excited the way I was driving and asked me, what is your dream? I answered him, I dream to become a rally driver. He told me, wonderful. Told me, are you serious? You need a rally car? I told him I need a rally car. Exciting, that car, I got it on free. He did not charge me any money. It was that, my first attempt. He did not charge me any money. He told me, like any other human being, show me that you need. So I was the one to think whether to give him 5,000 shillings or 2,000 to show him that I'm interested in that, in motorsport. When I went along, when I met him, I thought he was joking. Then suddenly, he gave me the car. I had to start off. It wasn't easy. That one I'll just simply tell you that in a car, whenever you start the ignition switch on, it will show you red. Just know that you're in fire there and then. Open up your mind. No, whatever comes. I don't even fear any driver in Uganda when we are put together. You just give it to me. You give it to me.
You're crazy.
Yeah, you can just hand that vehicle.
You only need that. You don't fear any big.
I don't fear anybody.
You're just in the starter in two-wheel and you can point a finger at Sebuguzi, point a finger at Mangat.
I will tell you this openly. 2015, I came jokingly. After getting out of Levin, I got my total VTs. That total VTs finished second.
In the two-wheel class.
Yeah. To tell you a very crazy question, that's a very crazy. Incidentally, when they were giving us the awards for that year, the award which was supposed to belong to me, they had already named it Zikusoka, knowing that Zikusoka is the one who is becoming second. Incidentally, I was the one. Then they had to give my trophies.
So how did you do with the name tagging? Did you go to NASA and rub it away?
No, I still have it on record. I just give an explanation. It gives the answer to people who ask what happens. I can't afford. It was my trophy because those ones they expected to take the trophy. It's not in their hands, it's in my hands. Chenno okobera basoga n'abana Uganda okutwaliza wala ni bafanizi befe motorsport. Nti laleka bw'olina ekirooto togwaniye kukityamaku. Olina kukitukiramu okituukiriza yo mwene eza muntu wundi asobola kola ki kukitukiriza okutwala yo mwene. Owakisuubira nti jakuba yakisiga kikoze eki siga kibeire. Bantu bangi bagire nga beebuuza nti kiki ogwanira okola nkoze ebintu bingi mu bulamu. I Nelson yebisigerewo because of motorsport. Nakoba nti I have to make my dream what real. I'm making my dream true in that natandika mu Levini and I did what I can mu Levini. I just even have to tell you that he got a very dangerous accident one day on Ginger Road with the Eddie Muchivi. And people said, that car will not come on the road. But giving it respect, Ndichisasi Katonda gave it to me free of charge. Nasa nukaino, naiza motoka yange irayo ya competinga. Yangabira VTs. I'm among the like drivers which I cannot hide. Ni VTs enough na yabwerere. I've assured the Hajj that being my parent in motorsport, I will also show him that a son can grow and can also become what? Can become a man. And in the Fort Portal, the most interesting thing, I've ever been a resident in Fort Portal for 6 years.
Don't scare people.
6 years, and I have to prove this at home. All the stages, I know them. Now, which stage will you tell him that you can convince him that I don't know?
Bukuku is one stage, which is the early morning stage of Sunday. So are you so good at Bukuku that you know all the loops in Fort Portal?
I assure you, I know Bukuku. From where it begins is from.
To the end.
Because if you ask me from Chichuamba, coming back at Fort Portal, and that's where the rally is taking place.
Concentration
it is
of the
just
race
home.
So that.
I'm very much prepared for Fort Portal rally. Many people from Fort Portal, they are already assured that I'm going back home. I will assure you that I come from Busoga. By the time I spent with Batoro, I'm almost 6 years with Batoro, and I know all the terrain. I assure my people that I'm going to do the best, and I'm sure I'm going to beat two-wheel drivers. Let there be any reason to stop me from doing that. I'm very sure Musa Mirimira, Edwin Kaule, Timothy Gawaya, Samuel Watendwa, they are just dreaming now. I just have to tell them their chances are now over. It's now my turn. Nsuwa mukulu.
Ndukulungi boss. Agamba ki? Omuliro gwetegekedde.
Gwetegekedde nnyo.
Moloka twagikoze. Era simanyi nga omuliro ojja gusobola kubanga
kisubira mu naku lwa leero luno kisinga okwagala
leero sprint eno ngera bona kugamba sprint eno yo njetegekedde bulungi era mbasooka ababiri sosola kubulamu abasooka ababiri ate nawe
kansuubye toli ku history okubanga nzisemba zaako kyenjogerako kitegeera kanjogenda mu lutoolo olutoolo ngenda okwogera lwa leero ekiro kino ngenda okuteera egaali hadi mu kasaawe
ati n'orola egimotoka yange byona empira misyaka ebintu byona byentairo kahingini kasyaka byona njokwesa n'amaani n'obukugu bwange bwoje mistake soka njo
kintu kirungi obazire kya kabiri mutuwiri nze nembaza kyo kubanza mutuwiri njo kuteera ekiro let me assure my fans in Fort Portal that I'm coming to do my best to have the position #1. Remember, I have something very unique in that my navigator is a woman. It's Beda Abdallah. I trust Beda Abdallah. She's already prepared for them. Regardless of her size, she's very strong. I know she can beat all the ladies in Uganda. That's why I decided to choose Zubeda Abdallah to be my navigator. And I assure the people from Fort Portal, all the Batolo, I will talk about villages in Fort Portal. I will start from Fort Portal, Chichwamba, Karugutu, Ntoloko, my base. And I will go up to Busunga, where I was almost my home base. I'm assuring them that they should come and watch what I'm going to do on the ground. Bomber grounds, Saturday, let us be there for the best fun.
Well, guys, Sadat has put it off. He has actually nailed it all. He's really done it. And of course, those guys were in the two-wheel. Man, I will say apologies. But I will have the chance after Fort Portal. I need you. Actually, I need you. Gawaya, tickle me in my inbox. Of course, I'll get to see how I get you back with Sadat. More so Edwin Kalwe and of course Musa Mlimida. And Watendwa. Guys, I only need to pick two. either Selika one guy and these guys, the Juakali, I call them Juakali. I know how it happens. Because it's been a great moment, and I'm glad that you're still tuned to this very show, and which is probably sponsored by none other than Rock Boom, your #1 energy drink. Let's get a short Rock Boom break and come back with more of this coming on the show. Don't go away. Join me to welcome a person on set that is ex-seminarian. I kept you guessing, but still, it was worth face sending it over in that style. In on set with me is, of course, none other than the man himself, Anthony Mugamba. He has another name. He will tell us his other name and, of course, the popular name. Anthony, welcome.
Thank you, Frank. No. People prefer calling me Chemical, of course.
Exactly. Yeah. Say it. Anthony, welcome to set. Let somebody get to know, in brief, who Anthony Mugamba is and how long have you stayed in the sport? We all have.
I've been racing once in a while, but still it was active sport. Not administration anyway. Maybe administration in the future, but not now.
Let me hope Dusman is not having an eagle's eye hearing that talk from you, a
no,
youngster.
I really don't.
Anthony, let's get to roll it over, seriously. The Formula One gave us a shape.
Yeah.
Much as Lewis Hamilton came in third, he still leads the championship.
Yeah, Red Bull. Way back when he still had Sebastian Vettel.
Still the lead and the helm when he won you back-to-back.
Yeah.
Talking about Monaco, which just ended, in a brief, as we get to... Anyway, let's first see the highlights. Actually, the unveiling of the Monaco and how it happened as we get to discuss the in-depth, as you may have seen it on the TV screen.
It's lights out and away we go. 227 metres down to turn 1. Ricciardo and Vettel getting very close together. Ricciardo leads from Vettel, from Hamilton, from Raikkonen, Bottas, and Ocon just staying ahead of Fernando Alonso. Through Beau Rivage we go and rising up towards Casino Square. Kimi Raikkonen right behind Lewis Hamilton. Ricciardo pulling away from Sebastian Vettel. We're on board with Max Verstappen, who's already got past Grosjean and Magnussen right at the start.
Perfect start from Ricciardo. Moved over just to check the Ferrari up a little bit, and then took his position nicely in the braking zone. Very well behaved through Saint-Devote, I must say. And they were side by side, a lot of them up the hill. And that is not really an overtaking place. Van Dorn's trying to go around the outside, thankfully with no damage to anybody.
Is he going to try and launch one? He is down the inside on Lance Stroll. Stroll saw him coming and knew that it was not worth fighting for that place there. Verstappen picks up another place, he's up to 16th. Now this is contact between Lance, that's where Lance Stroll had his problem.
Where he got his left front puncher then, isn't it? And there's the race leader then. They decided to react.
Out onto the racetrack comes Daniel Ricciardo. Raikkonen has covered him in the Ferrari. Back out once more. Daniel Ricciardo onto the racetrack. Nice stop from him and from the Ferrari team as well.
Losing power.
Losing power was what Daniel Ricciardo just said. A lock-up from Sebastian Vettel.
Just keep it focused, mate. Keep it focused. Yeah, I got no power, though. Will it get better? Negative, Daniel. Negative.
And we believe Ricciardo has a power unit issue that is limiting his lap times.
The graining is definitely not getting any better. It's likely I'm going to lose these positions behind.
Remember, pole 1 minute 10.8. Ricciardo 1:19.5 on the last time around. That's nearly 9 seconds a lap slower because they just can't find a tyre that will live with the pace and the conditions and the new surface and all the challenges of Monaco.
Gearbox. Okay, Fernando, understood.
Gasly has got past Fernando Alonso, who seemed to be cruising into Saint-Devote. He has stopped and he's out of the race.
Carlos Sainz fancies a Red Bull drive one of these days. And look at this, how close that was.
I got the track.
Sainz will have to, in my view, Sainz will have to give that place over.
Does Verstappen have another go here? Does he try it once again, or is he going to rely on the stewards to say, no, give it back? He's going to go for it. Of course he is. He's Max Verstappen. Down towards the chicane he goes. This time he's cut the chicane, but comes back over the curb and still stays ahead of Carlos Sainz. Sainz tries to fight back, through to back. Verstappen gets ahead and moves up into 9th place. And is that 6 of one and half a dozen of the other? Should he be able to keep on in that 9th place?
I think he made a reasonable attempt to stay on the racetrack, and Verstappen not going to wait for the stewards to give him that place.
Leclerc behind has a problem. Leclerc behind has got the problem. We need to open the gap as much as you can. We are doing a good job.
And what is Leclerc's problem? And is Leclerc actually going to go for it here? And oh, he can't stop! And he has gone straight on into Brendan Hartley. And you could see that that was coming. Charles Leclerc's first ever home Grand Prix in Monaco has ended with retirement and big damage as well to the Toro Rosso of Brendan Hartley.
You did see his left front brake fail. As soon as he hit the brakes, puff of black carbon dust and brake failure, then it won't slow down. He did actually rub the barrier, but the problem came before that.
Today in Monte Carlo, it's redemption day for Daniel Ricciardo. He wins the Monaco Grand Prix, and he will celebrate that for a long, long time to come. Sebastian Vettel comes home to take 2nd place and close Lewis Hamilton's championship lead. Hamilton in 3rd place completes the podium lineup ahead of Kimi Räikkönen and Valtteri Bottas fighting it out to the finish. Behind them, Esteban Ocon, 6th place for Force India, Gasly, Hülkenberg and Verstappen.
Well, that was a good performance from Team Red Bull. That is, of course, none other than the man himself, Daniel Ricciardo. I always call him that guy. I like his coolness. He's always cool. Never find any beef about him being in cockpit when he's rammed emotionally. But when we get to the camera, oh boy, he's the superstar when it gets on the camera. Of course, talking at the same point, Red Bull, your team. Well, Victor, and I know you went up celebrating. Little did you know that Hamilton was coming in close for the 3rd place, much as he was a little bit not doing at the best. What was your take on the Monaco Grand Prix as you've seen it happen with Daniel Ricciardo maintaining the lead from the point he picked it?
Yeah, really, but at first, actually I never thought we would get to that position. Yeah, when the race started, whatever Monaco has always been a nightmare. But this time,
it was worth it.
It was worth it. Though, as I've told you, I was a bit skeptical, but finally, the boy was there.
How did you get to feel your man, formerly Vettel, making a chase down of your failed other teammate?
Man, that guy, it is really disappointing. I really can't explain, but it is really disappointing. You see somebody who is chasing you, he has been part of you, he knows everything in your team. Really, I expected Vettel to still be a Red Bull driver.
At some point when he was trying to take up Vettel would always pick advantage in the turns.
Yeah.
Drive off quick out of the turns, much as his car wasn't, much as Daniel's car wasn't as much good at stretching.
Yeah, but at least that Vettel man, it is very, very, you can't believe it. When somebody is chasing you, is your person? No. Yeah, so
looking at the formation, 1, 2, 3, the Daniel Ricciardo, Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton, the man who went into the race, 19 points at 5th. He now added on his, he picked his 15 points and still keeps the lead on Team Mercedes. Do we see any change of situations in the next coming race?
Yeah, there is a change.
Are we seeing Mercedes come back, Victor, or McLaren? Also, Force India, because I'm seeing a good out.
No, I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking about those teams. I think it is still the big three. Yeah, it's a game of the three. Red Bull, Ferrari, and
Mercedes.
Yeah, and the Mercedes. But, no, it is Red Bull.
To Mercedes to pronounce Mercedes because they Red Bull.
It is Red Bull. Everything should be Red Bull.
Bloody. Well, all that said, we hope to see that happen. What could be your probable prediction for the next race, if you can?
Next race?
Next race. Who would be your number 1 to 3?
Next race, I know Sebastian might take it. Number 1. Of course, second, we have to take up the second position.
That is Red Bull.
Yeah, because the remaining races, I'm expecting podiums. Still, it is Ricardo.
Ricardo?
Ricardo, the man.
Then third?
Third, maybe. Okay, Hamilton, but maybe.
This guy looks to be a little bit more mean. But of course, that is his opinion and his mind about what will be coming in the 1 to 3rd positions in the next Formula 1 Grand Prix round. Same way, you can be live streaming with this very show, like our Facebook page, that is Speed Racer with Frank SK. Definitely, you'll be live streaming. The moment you just click that page and like our page, you'll be streaming live as is. Send your comments and views. We shall get to be doing them. Well, down in Portugal, it didn't go well. It wasn't a bed of roses for your Sebastians. The Augiers.
Yes.
Tell us, what happened? As Chris was shown the exit after that rally.
Man.
What happened? What is the plot for your main man?
Man, this rally thing, eh?
Killing and penny.
Too killing, unpredictable. You know about rally. Actually, I pity those guys, the drivers, because they are doing it. It's a professional sport for them.
Yes.
I don't know, because the next day you have to explain to your boss what happened.
What happened?
So,
actually, let me tell you, learn you through. In the intimacy communication after return, many guys have said Chris Alvarez had ferrous excuses in the way that when the car is okay, he says the car was fine, but this happened. And probably it wasn't a team principal decision, but it was top sponsor saying, no, let's put Chris ahead. Maybe it was so much denting them financially because the man, when he's hammering that car, he strips it to right off. And more so, was it so much calling? Was it appropriate for Citroën to take up an action of dropping Chris Mickey? Was it so much calling? Was it worth a coin?
No, I don't think. Whatever was happening to Chris is rally. Yeah. That is rally, and each driver has a driving style. That is his style.
And he never goes wrong when he gets to the day, when a good day.
When it is his good day, he will be spub.
He will be spub.
Yeah, so the decision was...
Some corridors have gone ahead to discuss his co-driver, Paul Miguel, saying probably Paul is now off the right board. He's rightly losing up the grip and the whole thing of the match of his driver.
No, I'll differ from that. You know, even here in amateur sport, anything that happens to the crew, first thing it will be blamed on the co-driver. But I want to disintegrate myself from that. It is not all about the co-driver. Remember, this is a crew. So they know what happened between the three of them. Yeah, the driver, the co-driver, and the machine. We have to blame the three of them, not just one person.
Away from there, Sardinia is next. And Toyota in the performance, they had one of their own. It's only Espeka, the other youngster, Espeka Rapi, as he had his nemesis in Portugal, same way he ran Matt Matvara. And of course, the youngster, the other team to Gaza Racing youngster, was the only surviving guys who got their way out. What could be the next week? Sardinia. Italy. And when I say Italy, I know I'm identifying with the true person.
Yeah.
Next is Sardinia in Italy. Do you see any change of lead from either dominance from I-20 or M-Sport or mid-match? So
I don't see any change. One thing you have talked about Toyota, I'm one person who has never believed in the Toyota car.
Oh, why?
Yeah, I really don't think Toyota is there yet. I think they rushed it.
To come on
they rushed
of competition?
Yeah. Me, I still thought they would first take some chances out of competition, try it out and get there. But their car, no way.
But of course, come on, Anthony, you're so mean to yourself, even to the viewers who are seeing you. These are guys have gone ahead to win events in the Toyota, what you call, which wasn't yet to be.
Fine, they have gone ahead and won. Then after winning, what happens? Because it is not all about winning, but what happens after winning?
Oh, yeah. Well, we are making an unknown for that. Yeah. Are we seeing your team, your darling?
Yeah.
German coming on top again?
Yeah. Why not?
How sure are you?
I'm very sure.
Tjelva and the colleagues are all big up. They are looking up for another springboard to see themselves.
No, we are seeing it back.
Those are ideas and, of course, he thought as Anthony Mugambwa, giving us his in-depth of how he feels for the next coming event. That is the Sardinia Rally, which is getting on block. But, of course, you can still join us by just going on to Facebook, like our page. Definitely, you'll be live streaming and you'll get to give us your correspondence. I'm so glad for the team, guys. I know. Man, I even run of words of how good I can thank you for keeping Grass Family on this very show. Speed Racer. We are here to give you the best, and of course, we are beyond TV. We are African destined sports and entertainment destiny. Talk about anything sporty, we are there. Don't go away. Let's keep it at Speed Racer.